Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to another Thursday day in which we have a chance to really discuss several things on the channel. Now, of course, today is Captain Britain New Bundles Preview Day, in which we have to remind ourselves that the same two bonuses, the 1,000 6-star shards and the 3-Girder Champion Boost, that we saw last weekend for $10 for Cavalier players are now still the unbuffed since early last year, I think at the soonest, unbuffed bonuses of 5 non-Nexus crystals, in which the first time you get your hands on the new 6-star, it's 0.3%, and a 5-star is 1.5. If you're trying to justify the amount of money that you spend on these, it is almost unjustifiable. However, you don't have to spend cash to get a couple of free champions today. Now, I get that most of you are not going to care at all about this message. Because why should you? You already have a 3-star Psylocke and a 2-star Psylocke. And even if you don't, what are you going to do with them, right? But I have to say this. These messages are for beginning players. Because I have seen people start alt accounts where they get new 2- and 3-star champions, sometimes even 4-star champions, to their roster immediately in their in-game inbox. And the amount of content that they can clear with those 3- and 4-star champions instead of the 1- and maybe 2-star champions they're supposed to start the game out with could be the difference between whether or not they continue on in the game. Because they have much better starting points for free than we did years ago, starting the game when, of course, 4 stars were then that era's 6 stars. So I'm going to claim them, and I'm going to say this. And again, maybe you're going to say I'm being too positive, but I love when Kabam does this as often as possible for newer players. I say this all the time. If I started the game now, I would immediately quit. I would be so overwhelmed with all of the different screens, from event quests to side quests, to main quest, to Alliance War, to Alliance Quest, to Special Quest, to Incursions, to Daily Quest, to Back Issues, to Training Grounds, to the Arena. This feels to me like an entire calculus math book worth of things to do in this game, and not even considering story mode. I didn't even name story mode. Look at all the stuff on the screen. Over the years, we have adapted to it slowly because every few months or even few years, something has been added into the game. But if you've never played this and you just check out everything that you could do in this game, it's just too overwhelming. There's too much to do, and I don't even know where you would start. And that's not even counting things like, what the heck are masteries, right? What is this hero rating I'm supposed to care about? Like, what? So, yeah, it is it's a chore, but at the same time, it is also something that can be really fun and, of course, addicting when you start out in the game. So I am going to encourage you all to do the same thing that I'm going to do, and that is only buy the Black ISO Store Crystal, and I'll wait to do that tonight. We'll actually do what we did last time, compare a featured Cav Crystal to a regular Cav Crystal of free opportunity. Now, Black ISO Store isn't free. It's $10 a month. But, it is a bonus to only spend 300 units versus $50 cash. Kabam, you have to buff those early access bundles. If you're not going to buff the drop rates and you're going to keep it as almost impossible to get the new 5 or 6-star champion in them, you need to make it to where the 6-star shards are much more guaranteed. And the 3-Girder Champion boosts are great, but the 6-star shards, I still think, especially if you're not uncollected, you should be getting a minimum of double to 2.5 times this. 2,500 is my minimum ideal goal for $50 worth. It just is. That's extremely fair. And yet Kabam won't do it as long as we continue to purchase these. So don't purchase them. Enjoy free champions. Enjoy 300 units for a crystal instead of $50 for 5. And otherwise, have a great rest of your Thursday.